Hello my watchers. Hello my watchers. Right now I want to show you Dragon Ball, or at least the Dragon Ball replica I made using my own parts. So this will be the big villain set that is going to be released in July 2013, and I already made a replica, my own version of it, using my own parts and none other than my own parts. And man, I have to say this one is so extremely complex. I mean, all those technique tricks and bolts, it uses a lot of technique and some bolting ways we've never seen before. But after all, it still makes you feel like Hero Factory. It's all around the Hero Factory base, and you don't really feel like Bionicle again. So I think that's a good thing. They really know what to do with Hero Factory and what to do with Bionicle to keep them separate. So on this one, for just a on this one, in to contradict with the other ones, I'm I'm not really 100% sure that this will be the vault, because there are a lot of ways you could. Well, there's only one right way, of course, but there are some other ways you could vault this, and yes, you really don't ever know when you have to write one, but for the shape of this one, it's really good. There's just one shape going through from here, and then it has this very short tail with it can do anything. It was longer in the episode, but in later development I think they shortened it so it could be a $20 back-sized set. The head, I mean, look at all those neck joints. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the lower jaw. It has 5 ways to move. I think only this one is meant to move the head and this one to move the lower jaw, but you could also move it here. They're all double joints, so it's very stiff, and you can make them stay in one place, but you can also move those. Also here are friction adders, so it won't fall over. There are also friction adders on the front feet, not on the back feet. They've removed them from the back feet. So I'm not going to show you every little part in this thing, just the technical constructions. So first with the neck, friction adders, double socket joint bone pieces, and 3 long armor shells in transparent yellow or green. I don't really know what color they are going to use, but here's the thing. You need to use the smallest torso possible, the one used in the XT4 set. I don't have that that part, so I made something with my own parts, with some technic parts. So every other part is now in its place, but then you cover that with 3 long armor shells in blue, I think. And these 2 socket joints and 3 long axle through it. On that we put this ball joint with 2 axle holes, and on the upper axle we put these 2 horns. Then we put the head onto that, the normal brain attack head. I think that one will be dark green transparent. I didn't care about the colors of this one. Normally when I make previews, when I make replicas, I I do the colors as right as I can, but this one I didn't care because that's so many parts. We put this part on here to later attach the Dragon Bolt face, and then of course an evil brain. Two pin axles here. Then we put these Technic lift arms here. These L-shaped. Then one side is 5 pinholes long, the other 3. And they also have so many pinholes. Then we put the pin axles on the lowers, on the curve. On those we put these 2 axle T crossing Technic connectors. On those we actually need to put the lightning bolt sparkle pieces, but I don't have those pieces, but they need to be on here, held into place by these pinhole, and then this can't move like this, and it's just sparkling coming from its mouth. That looks really awesome, I guess. I think. Pin axles here on the almost the latest pinhole. And you use 2 of those to connect the feet. The feet, which is the lower jaw. In the feet we put 2 of these 1.5 pins. On that we put the newer version of this piece. I used the older version because I don't have the newer version. And you only need the newer version when you actually have the face piece. Otherwise it doesn't matter. But the one with this going to here, this triangle like the lift arm. Well, on the end we put of this Technic lift arm, we put 2 of these little bent spikes, which needs to be the lower jaw's teeth. You can see the legs by yourself how they work. I'm not going to tell all the colors, it will take a long time. And then the tail is connected by this. Of course, this is a Hero Factory XL size torso part with a torso normal 2.0 torso armor on it. Then this part was really the most tricky part I had to unsolve. The others were not really that a problem, but this one was just impossible. I now use a trick of which I think is actually illegal. Lego would never use this trick, I think, but it was the only thing that worked at last, because I really think you need to use this part, the 4 pin with an axle hole, and yeah, you need to use this Technic lift arm thing from the Ventoka to put on an Avmat run, and on those you put these Technic lift arms with a ball in the middle, so you can put armor shells on it, and then this part had to be between those two. And then the only thing that actually fitted with these armor shells were a extra force hand, extra force robot hand coming out, then it grabs onto a barrel, just a Star Wars laser sword, and that sword is attached. It's going to take a long time. The sword is attached by this pin with a stud on it. So that was the reason to take out this fan. Oh man, I don't really think this is just the way it has to be, but this was the only thing I could ever imagine. It had to be 3 parts, and I couldn't imagine anything else using 3 parts and this part. I hope they won't do it like this, but I couldn't imagine anything else. But then on this side of this Technic lift arm from the Avmat run collection, you put give me a sec. You put yet again a lift arm with a ball in the middle. That you put a double socket joint bone piece. On that 3-long shell, armor shell, with this fur head, this spiked fur head. Those just 2 hinge joint bone pieces without extra pinholes. On those 3 long armor shells. I think this all needs to be blue armor shells. Then we put a ball joint bone piece without an extra ball connection, but with a axle, so you can put armor on it. Then yet again this 2 axle holes and 1 ball connection Technic connector thing used in the Hordica heads, and that is on that you put yet again 2 of these spikes, this time on the end axle hole, not on this one, sticking out, these 2 horns. Put this back on into here. Then I'll take this off. So this was the technique part for the wings, and I really like how it worked out. I don't have the rubber band to make it move back, but this is the button. You put it down, the wings fold out. You let go the button, and the wings will get together again, and you can just press button, get your finger off it, and then do that over and over again, and it will actually fly. So how did I do this? 2 of these 2 axle hole and 1 pinhole Technic connectors, and through those 2 you put 3 long pins, and on the top of those 3 long pins you put a Technic lift arm 3 long with 3 pinholes. Then you put these 2 lift arms mentioned before together with 2 3 long axles, and between those 3 long axles you put these 5 long lift arms with 5 pinholes. On the first pinhole you notice after that you put a 3 long pin, but not with friction, without friction, just that without friction. On those you put the 4 of these same lift arms as this one with 3 pinholes, and you connect these 4 with the Technic 4-pin and 1 axle hole thingy, and well, it's awesome to use it here. It's like it's meant for this. Like this was just the first I had in mind when I made that part, and it's a part that exists for so long, so that's awesome. But then through the axle hole you got here, and through the pinhole you got here from the 3 long pinhole lift arm, you put a 4 long pinhole with a stopper, and the stopper is between this little Lego system round part with 4 studs and 4 stud holes, then this 4 studs and flat round part on here. Then you put it through here all the way, so you got a nice button to push on. I think this is really awesome. I really like this. I could have made this before, but now I know about it. Here you, on the last pinhole from these 5 long 5 pinhole lift arms, you put 2 long pin, and you also through the one before the last you put a 3 long axle with a stud on it, and then you put this 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it has 7 pinholes and 2 axle holes, and it is 7 long and 3 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 long here, 3 long here. Onto these 2 pinholes you put the pins with the studs. 2 of them on every side, either side. I only put 1 on this side because I couldn't find anymore. But on those you have to attach the spikes from the 3.0 series, and then on the topmost part of this you put the 3 long axle, and on the back part you put this T-crossing 2 axle hole connection technic connector, and on here you put a number 5 band 2 axle hole 1 pinhole connector. And then from this on you need to bolt the wings, but you can only bolt the wings if you have the parts for that, and I don't have the parts for that. You need a lot of those sparkles. You need 6 for only the wings, and then also 2 for the mouth I mentioned earlier. And then you need to have 2 of these blades from Ninjago and Speed and Demon in gold, and I only have 1 in silver, so that's not going to work either. But that's what you need to make the legs the wings after that. I may make a short video on all the connection points between these wings, but right now I don't have the ability to make the wings from this point on. Also, I'm not sure if you need to use a 4 long axle with a stopper, but I think with this big thing, technic thing, I just mostly think you need to use these parts, and I think you need to use this part here. For the rest I'm pretty sure. Also the connection in this part here I'm not sure about, but all the rest I'm almost 100% sure. Mostly because I got just the right amount of parts. It has to be a 149 parts, and I used the 149 parts. Friction adder, hinge joint without extra pinholes, 5 long armor piece, little bend spike, ball joint, bone piece without extra ball for armor connection but with axle, socket joint, clawed feet from the Piraka. Here it's the same, except it doesn't have the little spike, and the friction adder is also not present on this leg. So now you actually know how you need to bolt the lower part of Dragon Bolt. Not the wings, but I'll get back on the wings later, I think. I think you need to connect this little evil brain on here. So that's Dragon Bolt. Told you about every part except of the wing parts, and about the color I didn't talk, but this is what it will be. And oh yes, about the model, I'm really a fan of the model. Like I said earlier, I really like how these wings will move. Nice button for that. It's always awesome, just a button on a robotic character, like a self-destruction button. The wings look nice, even though they've got smaller since in the development, since when he was put into the TV series. It's the episode. Head, it looks good, a nice jaw, a little too much movement point for the neck, I think, but you don't have to move the neck. can also let it stay in this pose. You need to also every time got double connection, so it will stay in the pose, and then you can, if you want to, just only move the head. The legs, I'm not going to talk too much about the legs. These are just normal legs. Couldn't have done very much different things. They need to be short legs, and the legs feel good. Nothing special about the legs. The tail could be, I think, maybe two bone pieces longer, but they needed to have a short tail if they wanted it to be a $20 set and to have all the Technic around here in the set. I'm really curious about how this works out, but if it works out like I do it right now, it would really be horrible. I would really hate Lego if they did that, but it looks okay. The look is okay. Also with this piece. Well, wing, nice to add on these spikes to make it not just thin lift arms. Wings, nice with the sparkles and blades. Also nice shape it got. If you look through like this, just this shape, and here has some space free for movement. And so, and on wool, and the tail. Tail splits apart. It's a really good shape. The shape worked out well. Well, about the model, there isn't much I would have done different. I think I would have done it exactly the same as this. I really like it. I can't wait for it to come out. And if you buy one for the parts, you have enough sparkles for the rest of your life, and you got 4 golden blades, so I don't think you need any more of those. You got a glow-in-the-dark evil head, that's always awesome. To have something glow-in-the-dark, and an evil brain itself is already awesome. Then it's like the epic leader of the evil brains. So I can't wait to get that evil brain. Well, that's everything, I think. That's it. Bottom covering, great. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the rest about the series of Train Attack. Like the video if you liked it, and I hope you liked it. I did really my best on making this thing. I'm now going to take it apart so I can put all my mocks and official sets back together. Scarrox is missing his brain. Well, like the video if you liked it. Like I said. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. I also already said, I think. Well, just bye. I'm just going to say bye and stop with the filming, because I'm done. Finally done with Dragon Balls. Man, I really like that. I don't have to care about Dragon Ball anymore. Now I'm going to do Jet Rocka! No, I'm not going to do Jet Rocka. That one is over the top. That's too complex and too much technique for me. I don't even think I have that much technique. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.